That's not showing love, man. Just give. You don't even know who it is you helping. You helping a pedophile of our people. You helping, just our people that's doing wickedness and walking in folly. You got to teach them the word. You got to give them the word of truth. You helping women wearing pants, making them feel comfortable in their ways that they going. That's not showing love, So you gotta not suffer sin upon your brothers, because what's gonna happen? Say the Lord will require that blood at your hands in Ezekiel chapter 33. So that's understanding behind the law that was given to us in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17, right? That's understanding behind loving your brother right there, right? And looking for mercy of the Most High God. Looking for the mercy of the Most High God right there. So, scriptures say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. That's Micah chapter 2, verse 10. All right? The scriptures say, wake out of sleep. It's high time to wake out of sleep in Romans chapter 13, verse 12, man. So we got to wake up. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. We got evil eye towards our brethren. We want to fight and kill one another, man. It's time out for that, man. Our people sitting around here, walking around here in folly and madness. Our people walking around here, we want to envy one another. We want to hate our brothers in our heart, man. That's wickedness, man. We want to sit up here and be slack to do the work. We got to get out here, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. 6 verse 9. Know ye not that unrighteousness shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? So again, how are you going to base unrighteousness off of what is your standard to see what's clean and unclean, righteousness and unrighteousness? You know what I mean? It says, know ye not let's see. Know ye not, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers. See, that scripture say, be not deceived. But in these churches, they deceive you, man. Because you paying your tithes and your offering, and you hiding these things that you're doing because the pastor don't want to reveal your iniquity, because he wants you to keep paying. He want to keep you happy to keep paying his tithes and offering. He don't want you to turn from wickedness and madness and folly, okay? And let him get a congregation full of white people. Then he gonna talk about all the dirt that's in the black community to judge you. Not to sit up here and bring them to righteousness, but to hurt them, all right? To hurt them spirits, to make them look, to make the congregation look down on them. I've been in these churches, man. I know what goes on in these places, man. They use you as a scapegoat. They use your proverbs, and they make a mockery of you, And they commit some of the same ways, or they do they commit the fruits that lead to following in those same ways, man. That make you feel comfortable carrying on in those same ways. So the scriptures say, be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate. Our men, like I said before, want to cut off their beard, want to let the woman take usurp authority in the church, and teach. All right, that's where they get that understanding from, is in these churches, man, and from the so-called white man in the workplace. In the workplace, the so-called black woman is giving all this power. The black man is the subordinate in every situation. So-called black man, if he does receive a supervisory position, what's happening? He only leading over blacks, and he destroying them, making it hard for them. All right. Or they get in these positions and they get fired, and they don't get to use that on their resume. They let them make mistakes. They put them in that position, let them make all types of mistakes, and let them be the proverb of why they won't hire no more blacks in that supervisory position. You being snared, Jake. So wake the hell up. Arise ye depart. This is not your rest. So it says, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. So homosexuals, man. It says, nor thieves, nor covetous. But we covetous as hell out here. The so-called white man teaches us to be covetous. And like I said before, the wicked, they bless the covetous. The wicked man blesses the covetous. The so-called white man blesses the covetous in this system of oppression. You gotta wake up in these last days. Our people continue to have an evil eye towards their brethren, thinking that they have an advantage out here. That's wickedness and folly, man. So it says, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. As such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are, it says in verse 11, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 11, and such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua. So that don't mean that you, oh, the Lord justified me, so I'm good. I can commit these sins and I'm gonna be good. And no, you don't continue in sin. You turn to righteousness. How you gonna be transformed? By the renewing of your mind. If you're gonna follow in the same ways, in the same practices. So you say speaking in your tongues, speaking those tongues, what y'all doing in the churches, is righteous, but you just as wicked right after you finish. So what's the problem? You know, what the hell is going on? You know, that's folly and confusion. The Lord is not the author of confusion. He didn't set up your church. He didn't set up that way of understanding. And y'all gonna die. Y'all been deceived. All right? Y'all waxing worse and worse. It says, y'all deceiving and being deceived, waxing worse and worse. It says, so that's how you become sanctified in the Lord Yahushua. Because what? Him dying for you, you have an understanding of that thing. Just like with Philip in the eunuch. He understood that Christ died for him. Man, he was happy. You know what I mean? He was happy in that thing. Then what happened? In Revelations where it say the word of our testimony, right? The truth that we speak, the things that we've been through, the curses, and then the blood of the Lamb. Christ dying for us, suffering for our sakes. All right? Like it was speaking about in 1 John chapter 4, right? That when Yahweh gave his son to die for us, right? To suffer for our sakes, right? So that's how we are sanctified in the name of the Lord Yahushua, and by the Spirit of Yahweh, right? So through what? We gotta walk in these law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. And that's when it goes into all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any, right? We ain't supposed to be brought under the power to sin, you know? There's a lot of wickedness and sin out there, you know? We ain't supposed to be walking in those ways, you know? So it says in verse 15, know ye not that your members, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, or verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are members of Yahushua? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot? Yahweh forbid. So that's talking about harlots out here, but also it's talking about the harlot of this system of oppression. All the ways of Babylon the Great. And we just open our legs to every understanding, every doctrine out here. You know, and that's where we go off, okay? That's why, I say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It'll destroy you even with a sword destruction, man. Depart from this ways of understanding. Depart from this wickedness, man. So, you're supposed to be living by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh. But like I said, we trying to get something to eat out here. For one morsel of meat, we selling our birthright, just like the so-called white man did. We selling our birthright out here, not walking in righteousness, man. not walking in righteousness, refusing to hear the words of the Most High God. When these words will give us life, right? We gotta wake up. So I'm gonna end it with John chapter 3, verse 19. You know, that's why it's our duty to be out here being the light for our people, man. This is the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And that's talking about Israel, man. Look around and you can see we love darkness rather than light. When we bring out this truth, look, nobody's around. Nobody want to come out and hear the truth. You know, you got some camps the brothers want to hear the truth and this, that, and the other. But a majority of us don't want to hear the truth. That's why I say 2/3 are going to burn. All right? So it says, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And it's pleasing to them to do wickedness and evil, man, and folly. You know, it's a pleasing thing to carry on in those ways. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. You see there? That's why they refuse to come over here and try to battle with this word, you know? Because in these last days, brethren already have put this word out here all on YouTube and stuff like that. So a lot of our people, they know about this truth. They know about this truth, and they don't want to come and try to contend for this world, you know? So what they do? They ride right past you. They don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They say, hey, you know what? I don't want to, you know, don't speak into us righteous things, man. We ran into enough of those type of characters, man. You know, they don't want to hear righteous things. You know, every once in a while, you know, you got some camps that will get some people that come up and try to contend with the word. They get crushed, man. They get crushed, and they wax worse and worse. For what is some didn't believe? That's fine. You know, they always rolling up on you know, GMS in the comment sections and stuff like that. Well, guess what? It don't matter. What if some did not believe? Did they make the faith of God without effect? Hey, because wickedness is not corrected, you know, judgment is not sent upon them speedily, therefore they carry on in the same folly. You know, because that judgment not brought on them quickly. So what? And speedily, they ain't brought up on them speedily, so it's in their heart to continue in wickedness and folly, man. It's in their heart to continue and believe that they are even pure in these last days. You know, think themselves pure. It says, but this is John chapter 3, verse 21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God. That's right. So us out here, brothers out here bringing this truth, brothers out here wearing, you know, gathering the flock, wearing the fringes, being an example for our people, you know, this is our deeds, and these deeds line up with the deeds of the Most High God. The Most High God commanded us to be out here, right? Preaching this gospel, preaching this understanding, right? You know, bringing good tidings to his people. Man, the words of the Most High are supposed to do good to him that walketh uprightly. So these words that don't do good to him that walketh uprightly, they're evil and they know not judgment. They don't know the judgment of the Most High God. And they are surely poor, man. These are the poor that don't know the judgment of the Most High God, and those that are departing from evil and making themselves a prey for this word. They both are poor. But we're going to be delivered in the end. Like I say in Isaiah chapter 66 and 4. You know, Lord and 5, I believe. The Lord going to come back and we're going to be comforted. Right? So with that, I want to say Shalom, all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakatah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, and Barakatah to you, brethren, you Akim, out here carrying this word of sincerity and in faith, and Shalom.